Hey everyone, today's video is going to be my Masque collection video, an updated one. I haven't done one of these in a long time. I'll link my updated cleanser collection video below. That's been about 7 or 8 months. I'll probably do another one of those in another month or two. And this is just all of my creams, mud masks, gels, all those sorts of things. Sheet mask wise, I'll be honest, like so many sheet masks perform similarly. Like I get the same results with many of them, so I don't have very strong opinions about them. I really love the SK-II Facial Treatment Essence sheet masks, and I love the Pharmacy sheet masks. Those are really, really nice. But if you have any favorite sheet masks that you love that really stand out to you, like you definitely notice more of a difference with using these particular sheet masks versus others, leave me some recommendations below. And let's get started. So first, I'm going to start with the AmorePacific Moisture Bound Sleeping Recovery Mask. Now, I didn't really include, with the exception of this one, a lot of sleeping masks, because I think of sleeping masks, to be honest with you, in the same category as a night cream. So I didn't really include those. There may be like 1 or 2 in here, but these are more like masks that you put on, wipe off. However, this one is a sleeping mask, but I do find sometimes that I can apply too much with this one. It's great for hydration, great for moisture. If you have exceptionally dry skin, this is great to use overnight. But for me, sometimes I do like to use this, leave it on for like 20 or 30 minutes, and then tissue off. And I really find it makes my skin very plump and hydrated. Now, before we get into everything though, a lot of these masks do the same thing. It's just the reality. Like a mud mask, I mean, obviously they differ in certain ways, but a lot of them are going to have similar results. But I thought I would share with you my collection, regardless of if a lot of these are similar, hydrating mud masks, detoxifying, whatever. Because maybe you have a certain brand that you love or one that's been on your radar and you've been kind of thinking about. All right, next, I'm trying to make sure I don't separate everything, make it organized. All right, the Tata Harper Purifying Mask. This is a mask to help with decongesting the skin, pulling out impurities. I like this one. I don't find that it does the most amazing job of really cleaning out my skin and really decongesting well for the price point. There are some other Tata Harper masks that I feel are worth the price point and really deliver on their claims. Let me see if I can grab the next one then. Move on to that one. The Tata Harper Resurfacing Mask. This is the mask she's known for. It's amazing. It really helps to resurface and retexturize the skin, gives you an instant glow, but it doesn't strip the skin, make the skin feel dry or tight. Sometimes when you use an exfoliating mask, I know that can happen. I find that it's also really good even for spot treating certain areas. If you have like a breakout area, it doesn't really irritate that too much. I mean, obviously patch test everything. You may have a different experience, but for me, I find that I can put it on blemishes or if I'm having a breakout, and it really helps to kind of calm it down. I also find that even if my skin is acting quite sensitive, this is not too strong for it. There are some masks in here that are way too strong when my skin's feeling sensitive. This is not one of those. And it's probably why it's so popular, because it's good for so many different skin types, like oily, dry, combination, everything. This one by Herbivore, the Brighten Instant Glow Mask. Now this is an exfoliating mask, like an enzyme mask, and it's a very thin gel, kind of like a see-through gel that you put on. And I have some other peeling masks. When I say peeling mask, I don't mean actually peeling off. I mean that it helps to give an exfoliation and a peel, not by scrubbies, but by acids. And whatever type of ingredient helps to chemically exfoliate the skin. And this one is it's like a medium strength. I find that my skin feels very smooth afterwards, very soft, still very hydrated. And it's a good kind of medium weight one in regards to how much it exfoliates. It's not gonna take off the top layer of your skin where you're like, okay, I'm gonna need a few days to kind of recover from that. I feel like this is a really good in-between. I feel like the Tata Harper is a little more versatile, which I think it would be a little bit better for some sensitive skin types, where the Herbivore could be not that great if your skin is extra sensitive. Oh, the Black Tea Instant Perfecting Mask by Fresh. Fresh makes some of the best masks. There's some that I love from them and some that I'm like, oh, okay, well, they're just okay. This one I really feel is fantastic. My mom actually really loves this one too. It's like a thick cream, but it almost has this, it's not a gritty feeling. It's almost like a drier cream. It's very hard to explain. If you've used this before, you know what I'm talking about. It's not like a thick, shiny cream. Let me see if I can see. I don't know if you can see. It's hard because of my lighting and stuff. But it's not a thick, shiny cream. But it's very, when it says Instant Perfecting Mask, it just helps to hydrate, smooth, perfect, take down redness. It's just a very comforting, pampering mask. This is the kind of mask if your skin's kind of freaking out or it's just, it needs a moment of calm, hydration, and it smells like cucumber. I mean, this is like a true mask experience or true pampering spa experience at home. I mean, you know, anytime you use a mask, it can feel very pampering, but sometimes the scent can really transform you. And the cucumber scent, I literally feel like I'll just lay in my bed and put that on and close my eyes and feel like I'm in just like a fabulous hotel spa. Maybe I'll make some cucumber water, really take it there. Okay, next is Dermalogica Multivitamin Power Recovery Mask. Talked about this for a long time. It's one of my favorite masks of all times, if not my favorite. So it's concentrated vitamin A, C, E, and F. Ultra replenishing mask helps reduce stressed, aging skin. It just is a miracle in a tube. If your skin is stressed out, dry, dehydrated, just looking blah, or maybe you're going somewhere, you're going to an event, you're going somewhere fancy, and you need a quick, like, I need to pull my skin together, like, ASAP. Put this on, 10 minutes. Oh my gosh, your skin is left looking like you just came from the spa. In fact, I'm not a big drinker. In fact, I hardly ever drink. But a girlfriend of mine was like, that's my favorite hangover mask. She's like, if I've had a bad night drinking, the next morning I wake up, I will put that mask on because it just brings my skin back to life. There's not a lot of strong exfoliating properties in it, but so you can use it if your skin's feeling a little sensitive. But it is just, it's creamy, it's cooling, it's soothing. Many of you have purchased this over the years after hearing me talk about it. And all of you, anyone that sends me your, sends me comments or emails, you're like, that is the most amazing mask. I was like, yeah, it is. All right, the Pixi Glow Mud Mask. This is a mud mask, deep pore cleansing, skin energizing. Now this is a little strong for me. I find that this can be a little too irritating to my skin. My skin can feel a little dry afterwards, and I really have to follow this up with a nice moisture mask afterwards. If my skin's feeling extra sensitive, I'll skip that. Now, an exfoliating mask that is strong. It may not take off the top layer, but you are going to get, there's no texture left, and your skin's going to be very glowy afterwards. You may need a shot of moisture afterwards. You may not, depending on your skin type. But it's a cult classic, and for good reason. The Ren Glycol Lactic Radiance Renewal Mask. So it is an acid exfoliation. Leave it on for 10 minutes. I wouldn't recommend leaving it on anymore. Some of these other ones, you can leave it on for 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes. You just like forget that it's on. This one, stick with 10 minutes because you may end up with skin that is too red afterwards. But this is, when it says Radiance Renewal, your skin really will look very glowy, very fresh, very radiant. But if it's feeling a little tight or whatever afterwards, a good one to follow up with is the Ren Ultra Comforting Rescue Mask. Now this is, while this can kind of just really make your skin feel very bright and glowy and just really renewed, this will calm it down. This will bring back in the moisture, it will really calm it down. If it's maybe red a little bit afterwards, I love, especially if I use a stronger exfoliating mask and maybe afterwards my skin's like a little red or I'm like, oh, maybe I left it on a little too long, or I just need a bit of comfort. A mask like this, it's very creamy, it's very fluffy, it feels like a cloud on your face. And it instantly takes down redness and helps bring my skin kind of back down to like baseline. Ooh, a detoxifying mask that I really love. I feel like with detoxifying masks and mud masks, there's some that I'm kind of like, oh, I don't love, and some that I really do. And I think what makes the determination for me is I don't like my skin feeling very tight and dry afterwards. I don't like that feeling. I like when it's all the impurities pulled out, but if it feels dry or tight or just too harsh, I can't do that. The Caudalie Instant Detox Mask. This is like a small sample size, but it is so lovely. My skin just feels very clean afterwards, and my pores appear minimized, but it's not too drying and too strong where I feel like I need to follow up with something else. I can move right on to the rest of my skincare because my skin feels very calm and hydrated afterwards. Ooh, the Origins Foaming Deep Cleansing Mask with green tea, spirulina, and spinach. So this is a very interesting mask, and I just recently tried this for the first time, and it's a self-activating foaming mask. And I have a lot of foaming masks here, but this one was really nice. And sometimes the foaming masks are more revitalizing, adding in moisture. They have oxygen in them, and so they're more like an oxygenating mask. This gives you a little bit of that, but it's also very deep cleansing. So it really helps to clean out your pores and also leaves your skin quite hydrated. And it's like, foaming and fun. The Dr. Brandt Oxygen Facial. So this is an example of a foaming mask. It's a little more kind of infusing and gives you like a boost of radiance, hydrates, revitalizes. This is nice. It's very popular, and it's good to use kind of in a flash. Just like need 10 minutes to kind of give my skin a shot of, awake. Like I need my skin to be awake, ready to go. This is a good mask to use. I have to find, there is a oxygen mask or a kind of foaming mask that I really enjoy. I'm just trying to see where it is. Well, I'll find it. I'll get to it. All right, there's a lot. I have a few masks here that are powders that you add water to and kind of paint on the skin, and they turn into like a paste or, a little bit thicker. Obviously, the water and powder come together, and then you just paint it on the skin. And most of those help to really pull out impurities from the skin. I mean, I have two here that are just mind-blowing. This one, however, the Lindstrom Skin Problem Solver. This is lovely. It is very luxurious, and it really decongests the skin. I mean, when you remove this, your pores look very, very clean. However, if my skin is feeling sensitive, I cannot use this. It is very strong, and it tingles, and if my skin feels sensitive, it will burn. So make sure your skin isn't feeling very sensitive when using this, because if not, it will really kind of irritate it, or at least that's what I found. And I have to use a hydrating mask after this because my skin just feels like everything's been sucked out, and I instantly need to put some moisture back in. That is not the case with some of the other masks that I have. The MV Organic Skincare Signature Mineral Mask. I haven't talked about this guy in so long, and it's so sad because it's one of the best masks. It's like soothe, strengthen, refine. It helps to really pull out impurities, but it also increases circulation. It's gently exfoliating, refines even the most sensitive skin, and that's the thing. You can really see how clean your skin is afterwards, but it doesn't feel dry, it doesn't feel tight. It feels hydrated, it feels bright, it feels plump, and with a powder mask, I don't often find that. That is, if I were to say one mask to get that you mix together, that is the mask. I have had many of you message me over the years when I've talked about this in the past, and you're like, okay, that mask really is amazing. And it's for all skin types. So even the most sensitive skin, a lot of MV Organic skincare products are fantastic for sensitive skin. If you've never checked out their line, I'll link more of their products below. Highly recommend trying them out. Okay, I really have a lot to get through, and I'm rambling way too much. All right, Origins Clear Improvement, the Charcoal Honey Mask to purify and nourish. This is a mud mask that's not very drying. It has honey in it, so it stays kind of tacky on the skin, and it's very healing. Because honey is very healing and soothing and hydrating, so it does a good job of balancing out, decongesting the skin and leaving the skin still very plump and calm and soothed. Now, if you're having a freak out on your skin, like your skin is really irritated or it's really red or just feeling like, I need the most calming thing I can find. Out of all of my masks, I feel like this is one of the most calming, if not the most calming. The Dr. Andrew Weil for Origins, the Mega Mushroom Relief and Resilience Soothing Face Mask. It's very soothing, very calming. It's just like allows your skin to take a deep breath. You know, you just like, and can just calm down. The Odacite, I think that's how you pronounce it. Odacite. It's a beauty mask, immediate skin perfecting beauty mask. It's an activated charcoal and clay mask, papaya enzymes, fruit acids, vitamin C, probiotics. So it helps to firm, brighten, peel, detox. I would say in between the Lindstrom and the MV Organic Skincare, this falls in the middle. It still really gives like a strong, you'll feel some exfoliation, you'll feel some detoxifying, but it also makes your skin feel somewhat calm and soothed, but not as much as the MV Organic Skincare. This is kind of like up a notch from that. The Darphin Stimulus Skin Plus Serum Mask. This is a real treatment. So it's very firming, very hydrating, very rich. This is the kind of mask I would leave on for like an hour. Really get the benefits. This is a mask you could probably even sleep in. If you have extra dry skin, just use a very thin layer. Really helps to make the skin feel very plump, taut, firm. Speaking of taut, firm, plump, where is it? You guys, this Kate Somerville Wrinkle Warrior Pink Plumping Mask. They make it in a serum, they have an eye cream, but this pink mask, I don't know if you can see it. Oh my gosh, it's like this jelly, like wobbly jelly. It's fantastic. Put a thin layer on your skin, and when I removed it, I was like, my skin was like bouncy. I felt like I was touching Miles's cheek. It was so bouncy and buoyant, and everything just looked firm, lifted. This is a mask also, it says 10 minutes. I left it on for like 30 minutes. Remove with a damp cloth. Don't take off too much though. Like I just remove with the damp cloth and I kind of press the rest of the remaining product into my skin. Oh, so lovely. The Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Mask. This is an anti-wrinkle face mask. I think out of the two, I feel like the Kate Somerville is a little more hydrating. Like I feel like the plumping is coming from hydration. This is a little bit creamier and thick, and my skin feels a little bit more like taut. So that's a little bit, I feel like it's a little more moisturizing as a firming mask. This is a little bit more creamy, and I feel like my skin is definitely just, it's like, whoa, it's very firm afterwards. All right, where am I gonna go next? All right, the Sisley masks. You guys know, I mean, these are like cult classics. Everyone talks about them. They are pricey, but many of you love them, use them. I love them. The Black Rose Cream Mask, very creamy, nourishing, plumping, soothing. Then you've got the Express Flower Gel. This is a very thin, watery gel, so it's extremely hydrating and really like a shot of moisture into the skin. Then you've got the Radiant Glow Express Mask. So this is your exfoliating mask. This gives you an instant glow. Your skin is not left feeling dry, tight. It's like a nice exfoliation, but enough of an exfoliation that you see the glow, but not enough that you couldn't just go right into your makeup, get yourself ready for a night out, and your skin's gonna look fantastic. For mattifying the skin, I haven't used this in a while because I haven't been that oily, but when I was oily, it was really great. The Murad InstaMatte Oil Control Mask. Now, I would just leave this on in my T-zone or where I get exceptionally oily and remove I typically actually would use it some mornings before I put on my makeup because that's when I wanted my skin to be matte before the day starts. I really don't need my skin to be matte at night. So it really does dry up the skin. So if you have kind of like combination or even dry skin, I don't think it's for you. If you have exceptionally oily skin, maybe it's a very hot day, you're going to be out all day, to kind of help with mattifying the skin, you don't want to mattify the skin too much in the way that you don't want to suck out the moisture or the oil from your skin because then it's going to like overproduce. And then you're in a whole other category of like, now I'm too oily. But I think just a little bit in T-zone, leave it on for a few minutes, wipe it off, and then go on with the rest of your makeup. Next, the Origins Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask. Now, this and the honey, the Active Charcoal Honey Mask, this is definitely more purifying, a little bit stronger. It's definitely not a super drying mud mask, but it's not as soothing and hydrating as the one with honey. So I like the one with the honey a little bit more because I like to get the balance of both. But that's just a good, simple, basic mud mask if you're looking for one to kind of throw into your routine. Oh, okay. This one by Perricone, the Refreshing Shower Mask. Guys, I showed this on my Insta stories the other day. This is a kind of jelly-like mask you put on at the beginning of your shower. Do what you have to do. It kind of activates with the steam and the heat in the shower. And it just, I rinse it off at the end of my shower. My skin felt so, it was smooth, it was glowy, looked shiny almost, but not a greasy shiny, like you just had a facial shiny. But the steam and everything with activating it, my skin felt like I had a facial. Like my pores looked minimized, it looked hydrated. It is so unique. If there is any mask that you try and you're kind of like, I want to try something new, I highly recommend trying this. I've used it a few times and I like to use like once a week. And it's just, I got out of the shower and I rinse it off and I look at my skin and I was like, that is a really good mask. It's different than those K-Beauty shower masks that I've seen, those kind of splash masks. This is not a splash mask. This is a gel that you put on and you leave on for the entire duration of your shower. Maybe if you're doing like a mask in your hair that day, you don't want like a quick shower experience with that. Like you really want to be in the shower for maybe you're shaving your legs or you're doing a hair mask or whatever it is. You want to make sure it gets on your skin long enough. All right, the Pixi Glow O2 Oxygen Mask. It's an oxygen bubble mask, brightening mask. It's okay. You know, for a good price point, it's good. I don't feel like it's the best, but it's okay. The Fresh Lotus Youth Preserve Rescue Mask. It's a seaweed radiance facial mask. And I love a lot of fresh masks. I love the black tea. I love their rose mask. I don't have it here. I finished it, but it's lovely. It has like rose petals in it. It smells like roses. That is hydrating. That is luxurious. That is pamper yourself, make yourself a cup of tea, put that on, put your hair up, put a fabulous robe on, and really give yourself a spa experience. Some of their other masks I'm on the fence about. This one is okay. It's a radiance mask. It has little scrubby beads in it. I found that my skin looked a little hydrated, a little fresh, but nothing like mind-blowing. The Vitamin Nectar Vibrancy Boosting Face Mask. This looks like peach preserves. And this is a nice exfoliating mask. It is just a light exfoliation. It just helps make the skin look very glowy, very fresh. Vibrancy boosting, that's kind of what it does. Nice. It's nice. I feel like the thing with a lot of fresh products, which I love about them, is I feel that they are good for so many, like a wide age range and a wide variety of skin types. It's kind of one of those brands that you could buy your friends, you could buy for yourself and love, and then buy for your girlfriends or friends as a gift, and they're gonna love it too. Like I feel like if you buy fresh skincare products, like some skincare products, it's like, well, you really have to know someone's skin type or their concerns or whatever. I feel like you could walk into a fresh store, buy some body products, buy some face skincare stuff, and give it to a friend as a gift, as like a pampering gift basket, and it would work on almost anybody. I feel like their products are very universal that way, and that's what I love about them. All right, the Origins Dragon Fruit Brightening Superfruit Mask. This is new from them. It's an exfoliating mask. It's pink. Though it has little scrubbies in it. I don't really always love scrubbies in my masks, but it helps to exfoliate, boosts clarity, brightens, helps to retexturize. It's nice. It's not amazing, but it's nice. Oh, this Elemis 1000 Flower Mask. It's a revitalizing face mask. This is very, very unique because it's like really dark. It's almost like a black clay mask. And it's almost dry when it goes on the skin. It's not very wet. It's not very creamy. It's not exfoliating though, but it's really unique because it just, when I put it on my skin, I was like, is it really doing anything? But then I rinse off with a warm cloth, and it's a mixture of a kind of exfoliating mask and a mud mask together. Really helps to decongest the skin and just give a nice revitalizing. Your skin looks very revitalized afterwards. But I think it's really interesting because it is like dry almost. It's this kind of like really dry texture. It's very, very crazy. Oh, okay. Out of all my favorite exfoliating masks, at the end of the video, I'll talk about my top 3 favorite masks. How about that? The Arcona Raspberry Resurfacing Peel. Y'all that have been with me for many, many years, first of all, thank you. Second of all, you guys know, I've been talking about this mask for like how many years now? This is an exfoliating mask that is strong. If you're like, I need some retexturizing, like the baby facial from Drunk Elephant, that's strong. That's like really, I call that power washing the skin. This is not as strong, but my skin never fails to look amazing afterwards. It looks fresh, like new. It looks like new skin. Fresh, glowy, hydrated. It's just a lovely peeling mask, resurfacing mask, and it has lactic acid, malic acid, grapeseed extracts, green tea, lycopene. It just is chock full of so many good things, and every time I use it, I'm like, oh, man, my skin loves this stuff. All right, the Aerin Rose Revitalizing Foaming Facial. I have to say, out of all the little foaming masks that I have, I really enjoy this one because it's rose scented, it's very calming, soothing, so it's giving me that bubbly feeling, that brightening, exfoliating feeling, but also soothing and calming because of the rose in it. So, and it's like smells good. You guys know I love Aerin products. I feel like I'm like a fangirl of hers. I love all of her stuff. Guys, I don't know if I can just do 3 masks of my favorite. I think I have to do 4. The Eve Lone Rescue Mask. There is nothing that this mask doesn't fix. Gosh, I wish it, like, this is a smaller version of it. It like helps to exfoliate, brighten, detoxify, hydrate, calm, soothe. It basically rescues your skin. It saves it, it rescues it. It's like, it should have like a little cape on here. It's like a superhero mask. It's so popular. It's been one of their top sellers forever. We've got the Cleansing Balm, which I love from Eve Lone, and the Rescue Mask. Like, start with those 2 from the brand because they are fantastic. All right, the First Aid Beauty Skin Rescue Purifying Mask. This is a peel-off mask. Some of you love peel-off masks. I'm kind of on the fence about them. I like them, but I don't like have to have one in my routine. This one's nice. It's definitely more for oily skin, so minimizing pores, controlling oil, mattifying the skin. But it's fun because you just peel it off and right? Yeah, this is the peel-off mask, and it's just kind of fun and you see how much of a patch you can get off without it breaking. Do you guys do that too? You're like, oh my gosh, the entire mask is almost off, and then it like rips, and you're like, oh, I was almost there. Then the Tata Harper Moisturizing Mask. This is an overnight sleeping mask. However, for me, it's too tacky. I can't wear it overnight because I'll stick to the pillow and my hair and ugh. So I like to use this as a really intensive moisturizing mask, and it's lovely. And it really helps to pamper the skin, add in a bunch of moisture. It is very pricey though. So I feel like I do love a lot of Tata Harper's products, and I feel like they're very effective, but they are pricier. And I mean, I know a lot of you are Tata Harper fans in general, like you love a lot of her products. And I feel like this is a mask that someone who's a Tata Harper fan already would purchase. I feel like there's some other moisturizing masks in here that I talked about that at a lower price point that might be a bit better, or that are at a similar price point or higher that I really feel you're going to want to repurchase over and over again, like the Sisley. All right, then we've got 4 more left. The AmorePacific Blue Diamond Resurfacing Peel. Is this a mask? Not totally, but I wanted to include it because it is a peel. So you put it on the skin, it helps to resurface the skin, but I love it because it is so gentle. It is so gentle and lovely, and it gives you just a hint of an exfoliation. We're not talking, it's not like shaving off that top layer. This gives just a nice exfoliation. You just kind of want to add something small into the routine, and I don't need a moisture mask afterwards. I sometimes can just stop with that. Maybe spritz a little toner, or spritz a little bit of a mist, throw on a serum or something. I mean, it's just so lovely. I don't need much else afterwards. The Dr. Jart Water Sleeping Mask. It's an overnight mask. This one is really nice. I can wear this overnight if my skin is exceptionally dry. It is very hydrating. It's the reason why it's so popular, because it is like water being injected into your skin. All right, 2 more left. The Bliss Deep Detox 4 Clay Souffle Mask. It's like a detoxifying mask, clay mask. I don't know, something like mind-blowing to me. The Oxygen Recharge Bubble Mask by Skin Inc. I really love this mask. They also make, I'll have to see, I don't have it, I'm out of it now, the Deep Sea hydrating gel mask that they make. You want a hydrating mask. Those of you that like gel masks that feel cooling, you keep in the fridge, it literally feels like you're just painting your skin with like this cooling, clear jelly. You love those kind of hydrating masks. This is the mask for you. The Skin Inc. Deep Sea Pure Hydrating Mask. Oh, it is, I'm talking about injecting water into your skin. It feels like, whoa, that is a lot of moisture. It's just amazing. This is an Oxygen Recharge Bubble Mask. Definitely, I love, it is very bubbling, it's very revitalizing to the skin, but gives a slight exfoliation as well. My skin looks very glowy after using this one. And, oh, that is it. I finished all of them. I was like, oh my gosh, this video is very long, I know, and especially I rambled on about a lot of these, but it's hard because a lot of them do similar things, and I kind of feel like I'm repeating myself, but it just is what it is. All right, final 4. What would I narrow it down to? Dermalogica Multivitamin Power Recovery Mask, hands down. Like, I'll never be without this mask. Eve Loam Rescue Mask, amazing. And MV Organic Skincare, this signature mineral mask, absolutely unbelievable. And the Arcona. I don't even know if this like hits every category. I don't even care that it doesn't hit every category. These are 4 masks that have been with me for a very long time, and I'll just never be without them. They are truly some of my favorite masks ever. So out of everything else, I mean, I love a lot of these, but I have to narrow it down so we walk away with a takeaway from the video. These are the 4 that I absolutely love and have been using the longest and just see some of the best results with. Okay, your turn. Leave me a comment below. Let me know your favorite masks, any type of category, detoxifying, mud mask, hydrating, whatever. And I will link everything I talked about down below, as well as my makeup. I always do all my makeup details down in the description box below, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.